So I have a challenge for y'all. As I'm building up this community of aspiring main characters, I want to talk about what it looks like to push back on people who overvalue your gifts but don't necessarily value you, the person who possesses it, right? Because a gift, and when I'm saying gift in this context, I mean a God-given gift. I mean something that was inherited either through your ancestors or your parents, or something that like God, creator, sources gave to you, right? You're like, I didn't ask for this, I didn't train for this. This is just something that comes effortlessly to me that I'm very skilled at. And I bring it up because I think that in my life, I can definitely see how it plays out where I have a gift of encouragement, and I know that I have an ability to truly touch people with my words and uplift people's spirits and make them feel like the best thing since sliced bread, right? Which is wonderful. But then when people start to worship that gift, they start to not see you, the person who was given that gift. And it made me think of an interview that Tori Kelly did recently, where she's promoting her new album, God Must Really Love Me. And she talks about how even as a young girl, she started to form this identity really early around her gift, which is singing. Like, she has an incredible singing voice, but she created this identity as a young girl that basically the gift was the thing. Like, I am valuable because I can sing. People only want to hear me sing. So if I sing, I have value. And if I'm not singing, like, people don't care. Like, I shouldn't speak up. I don't have a voice. Nobody's interested in my thoughts, right? These are things that Tori Kelly was saying in a recent interview. And, that just really made me think about how we live in a society where we worship gifts, but we don't care for the people who have them. And I think it's important to start calling that out. And I don't think that everybody who does that is like a malicious person. I think it's just that our society as a whole, right? Celebrity culture, stan culture, our need for dopamine, and like everything is like all off the rails with like social media and celebrity, and now everybody's their own little influencer and what have you, right? And so I think we just shifted negatively in society to one that is obsessed with talent and glamour and glitz and gifts, but not obsessed with like caring for people, seeing people, building relationships with people. So I just think it's important to build a muscle as a main character of calling that out. And when somebody is over relying on you to whatever it is, be the hype person, or maybe you're the fix it person, or maybe you do have like an insane talent, and so all of a sudden people are only coming to you when they want you to do your little dance, sing your little song, dribble your little ball, whatever. And it's important to remind people constantly that, hey, I am a person. Like, I am a whole person, and like I have a talent and I have a gift, and thank you so much for the acknowledgement of that, but I am a person, and I need you to see me, not just what I can do. So that's a challenge that I pose to y'all to try out over this week. Just pay attention to who is over relying on your gifts and call it out. Like, you don't gotta be aggressive about it, but you can just be like, I feel like you're looking for a compliment, but you haven't actually asked me how my day or my week has been. I find that a little weird. Or, if somebody's like, hey, can you do this little thing? Can you sing on the spot for us? Can you do, just calmly be like, I'm not doing that today, I'm sorry. But how's your week? And like continue to have a conversation or pivot it however you see fit. But yes, it's important that as we are on this journey of becoming main characters, that we understand that a lot of it looks like saying no, having boundaries, and reminding people that whatever attachment they have formed around your gift has nothing to do with who you are as a human being with intrinsic value. So try this challenge. Let me know how it goes. Tell me about it in the comments, and I will talk to you next time.